Black Skull, no feelings, just results. Gente, tô aqui do lado da lenda Sérgio Oliva Jr. Sérgio, nice to see you.
Always good to see you. I'm so glad that you guys came to America. This is going to be a good Olympia 60th anniversary. This is a big deal.
I think it's edition number 60, not 60 anniversary. I think it, because the 60th anniversary will be next year. The first one with the first Olympia. Larry Scott, 1965. So the 60th anniversary will be next year, right?
See, this guy, nobody knows more bodybuilding than you, bro. But I think it's because you were at that Olympian 65, right?
Yes, I was there in Seoul. Sergio, please, what is your prediction?
Yeah, I mean, with the people that have dropped out, you know, it's changed up the lineup. Of course, we wanted to see the people that were coming. But with the people that are going to be there, I'm going to go with my top 6. I'm going to go with, this might upset all the Brazilians, I'm going to go with Rafael in 6. And then I'm going to have Martin actually beating him, which is going to be the big dark horse, I think, of this Olympia. I saw him a couple times. I think he looks even crazier than New York. And in the bodybuilding, in the IFBB, they like when you improve every show. So to look at like how he did in New York and then come at the Olympia the same, it would be great. But he's even better. And a lot of times judges, they reward that. Because sometimes the judges were at New York are also going to judge at the Olympia, and they're going to see a big change. Where we have not seen Rafael since the Brazil Arnold. So I am very excited for him and Neil. I think that they're going to still look better than they did at the Arnold. But I think Martin is going to catch him. And then I'm going to have Andrew Jack in 4th. I think as long as he shows up like he did in Texas, I think it's going to be amazing. I know that he has some kind of stomach issues that he's dealing with. But I think even with that, I think this man is actually going to be the future of Mr. Olympia one day. And it's just only a matter of time. And then the rest, I'm just going to go with the same lineup it was last year. 3rd, Samson. 2nd, Hadi. And I'm going to go Derek for 1st again. So I know everybody, you know, the Mr. Olympia is about Mr. Olympia. But honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm more excited about 3rd, 4th, 5th, and even 6th than I am about 1st or 2nd.
Yeah. I remember the first time I heard about Martin was from you. Because I told you, good Vito have a show in 2 weeks. And maybe he will win. And you told me, don't forget about Martin. And about Hunter Labrada and Brandon Curry.
Right, yeah. So, you know, Brandon Curry, everybody doubted him last year. And even going to the hospital, from the hospital to the Olympia, he still was in the top 5. That is incredible. The only person I know who ever did that was Phil Heath. Long time ago, he was very sick, hooked up to an IV, still came and got 5th place. I think it was his first Mr. Olympia that he did. So you have to be a very extraordinary bodybuilder to be getting pumped with fluids while every other bodybuilder is taking fluids out. And you still can stand with the best. So Brandon Curry, I think, is going to be maybe someone that might slip in there, maybe hurt someone's feelings. But I honestly think that Hunter and Brandon are going to be battling for the 7th spot.
Did you see, obviously, Hadi winning the Arnold this year, right?
100%. Of course. He looked way better than the Olympia. And the same thing I was just saying about Martin improving from one show to the other. They had to reward Hadi looking better from the Olympia to the Arnold. And everybody's saying, what if he brings that look to the Olympia? But I'll tell you this, look, Derek was in the 212 for years. 212, having to cut weight, lose muscle, go through all these things to try and make weight. And then the first time he goes to open, he wins. You're telling me now with a whole year, this man is not going to improve tremendously? He improved that much just from 212 to the Olympia. So now being an open and staying an open, he probably for the first time is able to train as heavy as he wants, eat as much as he wants. I bet you he don't even check the scale. So I think that's the only reason why I think Derek is going to come back and it's going to be a completely different human being. And those glutes and hams is, it's almost Phil Heath level.
Yes. And do you think, still talking about Hadi, if you think about 1 year ago, Mr. Olympia, Arnold, and another Mr. Olympia, 3 times improving is difficult in 1 year?
It's very tough, but for some reason there's something in the water in Iran, and whatever they're doing is working because him, Beirut, every year they get better. Unfortunately, we will not be able to see Beirut this year, but they have the secret over there. I don't know what it is.
Thank you so much. Let's be together.
But there's only been one person for people to know in the history to ever lose the Mr. Olympia and then gain it back, and that was Jay Cutler, ever. So this would be the second time if Hadi does it, and I'm all about history. I love being, you know, present when history happens. I was there when Ronnie lost. You know, I was able to see all these big things. I was competing in the Olympia when Sean beat Phil. So I'm hoping maybe we're here. We get to see history. It's exciting for the fans regardless. It's a win-win for Hadi Rambod because he's winning no matter what. But yeah, I'm very excited. Let's watch the show together. Let's do a recap after.
Perfect.
And let's make sure I'm at the show next year, huh?
Please, please. Thanks again. Always a pleasure. Black Skull, no feelings, just results. Sergio Oliva.